writing skills which are parts of speech. So whenever we talk or we write, especially in English language, we use sentences and then we express ourselves. If we do not write or speak sentences clearly, it will be very difficult for other person to understand it. That is, you have to form these sentences carefully, and these parts of speech are talking about that exactly. The whole sentence, for example, the first sentence you see here, is carefully being formed. So a sentence is a group of words. For example, these are words, number of words are there. So these are group of words, and that is communicating or giving information completely. Means whatever you have thought will be understood by the other person completely. A sentence is communicating complete thought, complete information. Everything will be in that sentence. For example, Raju goes to school. Now Raju is going to school or goes to school. So we have a name, what he does, and where he goes. So sometimes we have group of words which are not making complete sense, and we call it as phrase. So phrase are group of words which are not making complete sense, unlike sentence, which is making complete thought, complete sentences, complete meaning. Right? For example, Raju goes. Now this is a kind of sentence, but it is not complete. It's not giving a complete answer. So whenever you have a sentence, you see every sentence is beginning with a capital letter, capital alphabet. We have 26 alphabet in English. So these are small, the upper one is bigger. We always start the first letter of a sentence with a capital letter. Clear? And then we always have an end with a question mark, full stop, or an exclamation mark. For example, these three sentences are there. Did you work on your project? You have a question mark. So this sentence ends with question mark. I completed it yesterday. This is a period. This is a period, means full stop. Then that is good. So we have an exclamation mark. So question mark, exclamation mark, and the period, or you can call it as a full stop, it ends the sentence. The question comes, where you are going to use the capitals. We have seen that all sentences will start with a capital letter. But the capital letters can be used in some other way also, in some other form also, in some other parts also. So you have to learn and remember one word, M-I-N-T-S, mints, M-I-N-T-S. So we have a simple rule, whom to capitalize. For example, months. You have to capitalize each month, 12 months. I means you are talking about yourself. I, because if you say about yourself, I, when it starts with a word, that is capitalize the letter I when it is used to begin a word. Okay? I. So I play tennis. Name, then the name. Capitalize the first word of name, not only names of people, but places, days. Then T is titles, doctor, Mr. Then we have S. As I said, sentence start with the capital letter. Let us see one by one. Month. So we have month, January, February till December. I'll go to college in June. So this June, J, capital J, you are using June, not small j, for months. The letter. We have to capitalize the letter I when it is used to begin a word. I, you capitalize it. Okay, you are talking about yourself. You cannot start with a small one. So I has to be always kept in capital because you're talking about yourself. Right? So these are the months and the letters. M-I. Now coming to N. N is for names. Now this is very important. This Tuesday, Vidya will be in Rajasthan. So Tuesday is the one day Of a week, Vidya is a name, so capital V. Rajasthan is a place, so capital T, capital V, capital R. Titles, Doctor, Mr., Mrs. All these, you can say the initials are used with a capital letter, D capital, R small. Now all this sentence has to start with a capital letter. So the first word of the sentence has to have a capital letter. Coming to punctuation. Now we have seen that every sentence has a different way of saying. So we have question mark, exclamation mark, comma, apostrophe, dot, full stop. So since we know that we have separate part of a sentence that makes a whole sentence, so we have certain set of marks, full stop and comma. So like uppercase letter, punctuation also has certain rules. Punctuation also has certain rules. So what are these rules? As I said, for any sentence, you start with the first letter has to be capital. So there are rules for punctuation as well. So let us see one by one. Full stop. Full stop means every sentence ends with a full stop. And also the shortened name like doctor, DR, you end with a dot. This is period. So title end with a dot. There is a sentence, there is another sentence, so you have a dot in between. Sanjay is a doctor. His patient called him Dr. Sanjay. So DR Sanjay, Dr. DR. So now comma, when you want to put some pause, you want to stop for some time, for very minute time, and this is also used for some things you need to separate them by them. After the waiter gave me a menu, I ordered food, so I stopped here. Comma is for stopping, pause. I bought apple, oranges and grapes, that is, I separated them using comma because there are three things, apples, oranges, grapes. So this is where we are going to use comma. Now question mark. Whenever you ask a question, so question ends with a question mark. What is your name? How old are you? So it ends with a question mark. Exclamation mark. Now this is showing some feeling, strong feeling like surprise, shock, anger. What a pleasant surprise. You are late. So you are showing some feeling, exclamation. Apostrophe. Apostrophe is used in two ways. First, when certain thing belongs to someone. This is Divya's pen. This is Arjun's book. Are these Abdul's book? So what you have done, Divya is okay. Then you are saying that this pen belongs to Divya. That is why you used an apostrophe with an S. That is showing that pen is belonging to Divya. And you are asking another question, are these books belonging to Abdul? So are these Abdul's book? These are the apostrophe is a comma, on the upper side. Right? It's just like a comma, but upper side. Abdul's book, so you're using apostrophe here. Divya's pen, belonging as. Second way apostrophe is used is when you want to shorten the word. This is generally used in informal speech. That is, let's go. What are you writing? What are you trying to suggest? Is let us go. So you can just say let's go. Let's go. Let us go means let's go. He isn't here. You are trying to write he is not here. You are trying to speak he is not here. So he isn't. So after is is not, o is by comma, upper comma, apostrophe. Coming to basic parts of speech, there are 8 basic parts of speech. In an English language, in order to make a sentence, you use these. So all of them falls in certain category. And these category are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So these are 8. In English, 8 parts of speech are there. Basically, these are part of sentence because you speak sentence only. So what are the use? How grammatically you make a proper sentence? Because now you know which one is before the another. You cannot have that one after another. There is a proper rule. Okay. So first let us know what these part of speech are. So first there is a table properly. I'll try to explain this also. But noun, these are part of speech name, place, animal, thing. All the names, your, my, any name of the animals. Any animal can be there, any place, anything, vastu. So this will be noun. These are noun. So noun can be a verb, is a person, place, thing, or idea. It can be idea also, thought also. So nouns are often used with certain articles, that is the, a, an, but not always. Please remember that this is not a rule. That is an elephant, a bucket. So the, a, an are article which are generally used with noun, previous to noun, but not always. Please remember. Pronoun is used in place of noun. For example, you are talking about someone. Say Rajan. Now Rajan goes to gym. Now he generally goes in the evening time. So you have been speaking about Rajan only, and he is Rajan only. You are calling he for Rajan only. So this is pronoun. Pronoun is used in place of noun only. I, you, he, she. These are, you are not talking about the name, but you are referring to someone. Some person, place, thing, or idea. Pronoun is used in place of a noun. Verb it is expressing certain thing happening, action or being. So certain thing happening. Adjective. Now verb, for example, fall, teach, these are verb. It's action, it's being. Coming to an adjective. Adjective, it is modifying or describing, giving meaning to noun or pronoun. For example, food. Now you write salty food. Salty food. So it is giving some meaning to that food. Spicy food, sweet food, sour food. All these is making, you can use it every time, there are other ways also. But I'm just saying that it's adding something to noun or pronoun. So you are adding meaning or some more information to this noun pronoun. Now adverb. Adjective, noun and pronoun. Adverb modifies or describes a verb, but not only verb, it describes and modifies an adjective also, or it can also modify and describe or give meaning to an adverb. Adverb, eat slowly, sign loudly, work there, work calm. So these are the adverbs which are modifying and describing the verb, adjective, and another adverb also, right? So these are the basic one. Then there are others also. Please remember, adverb for verb, adjective, another adverb. Coming to preposition. Preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun to form a phrase. We'll see about that. We have an example about that. So it's placed before a noun and pronoun. Conjunction are joining the words or a phrase or clauses. Interjection is to give or strong feeling, express some emotions. Interjection. So let me take examples and describe them more in detail. Noun means place, person, thing or idea. Basically these noun is a naming word. It's a naming word. For example, we have a sentence, Rima wrote a letter. So when we say Rima wrote a letter, Rima is a name, letter is also a thing, name. So Rima and letter both are nouns. So Rima and letter. So dog, table, India, Sanjay, all these are naming words. These are nouns. Pronoun means, a pronoun is used in a place of noun. Is a word used in place of. For example, Rima wrote a letter. Rima is tired. Now you can also say that she is tired. So this she is used for Rima only. So that is how she is a pronoun for Rima. I, they, he, you, all these are pronoun. Adjectives, as I said, it describes the other word. It is describing the other word. For example, Rima wrote a letter. But if you say long letter, so long is adding information to the letter. How does she write? So long is an adjective that is describing the letter. Small, blue, sharp, loud. These are something describing the noun or a pronoun. Then verbs. Verbs is about some action. Something is happening or something has happened. Rima wrote a letter. So this wrote is a verb. It's an action. It's a being. Wrote a letter, or Rima is writing a letter. Run, eat, think, sit. All this tells about the action what Rima did. Adverbs are what? These are adding meaning or modifying, describing the verbs, adjective or other adverbs. Basically, it will give you answer how often, when and where. How often, when and where. So adverbs are giving information or answer about this. For example, Rima quickly wrote a letter. Quickly is an adverb. Quickly is not a verb here. It's an adverb. Wrote is a verb. Quickly is adverb. Quickly is an adverb. Okay. Easily, always, inside, before. These are the adverbs. It gives you about meaning about verbs, adjectives and itself also adverbs. So now I'll give you a sentence. We have a sentence. We just talked about certain parts of speech. What about articles, conjunction, preposition, interjections? So we have a word. Wow, Rima went to the studio and met a famous actor. Rima, studio, and that actor. So these Rima, studio, famous, actor, all these are parts of speech. Rima, studio and actor are nouns. Famous is an adjective which is describing the noun actor. Okay, what about others? What about to? What about wow? What about the and? These are remaining words. Went and met are verbs here because they are describing action. But all remaining are wow, to, the and. These are supporting words. So supporting parts of speech, let me show you here. Articles a and the. Conjunction, it's combining sentences, clauses, phrases, conjunctions. Preposition where it is. I'll tell you what it answers. In, on, under. Interjections are emotions. It's showing the emotion. Wow. You have exclamation here. So wow, whole is interjection. Let me tell you about these. Supporting part of speech. Articles are a, an and they. These are articles. They are generally used before nouns. And is used always before a word which is starting with a, e, I, o, u, that is a vowel. These are vowel. A, e, I, o, u are vowels in English language. So whichever word starts not with a, I, o, u we will be using a. And will be always used for vowels. The is used to refer to a specific or a particular word, very specific or a particular word. For example, let us say an example. The car stopped suddenly because a cat ran in front of it. The car. So this the we are using, this article. Now B is starting B and S. B. First of all, the sun. The is specific thing we are talking about. What about this a book? Now A and U, these are what? Vowels. So we are using an in front of it. Now conjunctions. Conjunctions, it combines phrases, nouns, sentences. So we can write, if the sentence is Sheila went to the market, I went to the market. These are two sentences. One had to combine them. When we combine them, we can write it as Sheila and I went to the market. And we have combined them. Or let us take one more example. Do you want oranges? Do you want apples? These are two sentences. We can combine them using or. Do you want oranges or apples? So this and or we are combining. That is why we are conjunctioning it. Prepositions. Prepositions are at, under, in. They are connecting one word with another in order to show a relation. That is, they are answering the question where, when and how. So preposition connect one word with another, giving the question answer where, when and how. Some common prepositions which we use are on, at, under, in. The cat is on the roof. Cat is where? On the roof. The shop is at the end of the road. At where, when, and how. Please remember. Then Rahul is standing under the tree. Where? I live in where? In Delhi. Prepositions. Interjections. Now these words express strong emotions. Happiness, surprise, anger, pain. Wow, oh no, thanks, help. All ends with an exclamation mark. All ends with exclamation marks. Okay? So these are interjections. These are supporting parts of speech. Now let us check what we have learned is correct or not. What is a sentence? So these are 4 options. So a group of ideas that form a complete paragraph. Is it true? A group of words that communicate a complete thought. Yes, this we learned in the first few minutes. So all these, what is the best answer? A group of words that communicate a complete thought, and this is a sentence, which is called a phrase. Which of these sentences use uppercase letters correctly? I am hungry. No. H capital not required. Divya and Sunil, where is capital S? The bucket, where is full of water. Why we are using F capital? Okay. She lives in Delhi. So S and D are correct. D is correct. Which of these sentences are punctuated correctly? Where are you going? You have to have a question mark. I have a pen, a notebook and a pencil. So comma has to be there. I am happy to see you. Okay. Exclamation is correct here. This is Abdul's house. So this is Abdul's house is also correct. So what I see here is C and D both are seemingly correct. But we'll correct most, because we have an apostrophe. So let us make D as correct. So I am so happy to see you also has an exclamation mark. So punctuation is correct. So these are punctuation marks. Underline the noun, pronoun, adjective, verb and adverb in these sentences. Okay, the first one I'll do it for you. See, Sanjay is a noun. Plays football every day. Football is a noun. Plays, some action is going on, is a verb. So how often? Every day. That is, it's an adverb. Okay, playing football every day. Sanjay. So I'm leaving other 2 for you. Fill correct nouns and verbs from the box to fill in the blanks given below. So the boy is running. This is a boy and running. So the boy, let us write B here, is running. So let us take running also, R, capital R. The girl is riding. The girl, you can see a girl which is riding. So single girl, so girl and riding. Because she is riding a bicycle or a bike. So riding. Take R again. Third one, the boy is studying. So we'll use the boy again. The boy is studying. So the third one we'll take again. The boy is studying. Is studying. Okay. So let us write capital S here. Now 3 girls. So we have girls here. The girls are skipping. The girls are skipping. The boy is studying. We have already done. Raju is drinking. Raju is drinking. But what drinking? He is drinking milk. Because we already have, there are two fill in the blanks. So Raju is drinking milk. Dog, the dog, it is a dog. The dog is barking. So dog, Raju is drinking milk, and then the dog is barking. So drinking milk, barking dog. So all of them are taken. Okay. Now this one, I hope that you'll be able to do this. These are short answer question, and there is a complete thing which is given in your book. So you can just use this conjunction preposition. So I hope that whatever we have learned, you'll be able to do this. We have discussed a lot. Thank you. Okay, so I think now the things are clear for you. Take care. Bye-bye.